Are you tired of making call after call, getting beat up on the phone? Need to step out of your office and maybe prospect for a little bit? In this video, I'm gonna show you 5 ways that you can prospect off of the phone.
Look, insurance sucks. I'll just make it suck less.
Hey guys, I'm Brad Hannon, and I created this channel to help agents in the health insurance space polish their skills, make more sales, and ultimately make more money.
Show me the money.
If this channel helps you in any way, shape, or form, please hit that subscribe button and drop a comment letting me know that you're subscribed.
Do it! Just do it!
Today I want to talk about something that honestly I didn't do enough of when I was a new agent because I enjoyed being on the phone. I enjoyed sitting at the desk, or ideally standing at the desk, because if you've watched the channel, on any of my call sessions, I'm typically standing. I just believe in that energy, but every once in a while, you get beat up on the phones and you need to kind of get out of the office, but you want to keep moving that ball down the field and prospecting. So I'm going to give you 5 different ways that you can prospect off of the phone, maybe to take a little bit of break, a day out of the office, to go see some people, rub some elbows, and hopefully generate some new business.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money.
The first one is really simple, and if you don't have this in your area, I would recommend creating it. And it's a local agent hangout or a local agent meetup, right? Every so often, once a month or so, there's probably agents that are meeting up in your area. And if they're not, you should create it, right? Reach out to P&C agents, Medicare agents, even agents in the exact same space as you, and start to work together, because what you're gonna find is that a Medicare agent that maybe you get along well with is gonna start to refer you business, or property and casualty agency or agent is gonna start referring you business just because they like you, just because you get along well. And sometimes if they already have a referral partner, you're able to win that business just through building that relationship. So it's more of a long-term play, but it doesn't have to be right away, right? You're not forming this agent meetup specifically to gain more prospects, gain more clients, but that'll absolutely be one of the outcomes of it. The second thing is networking events, right? I came from a scarred background in sales where I hated networking events.
No, God! No, God, please, no! No!
So the thought of going to a B&I group or any of these things, when I was forced to do it before, right? It wasn't for my business, it was doing sales for something else. And I was kind of forced to go to these networking events. However, something I didn't do as much of, and I should have, or I could have done differently, is go to more networking events. I just personally wasn't fond of them at the time. Love them now. I mean, trust me. When I get into a room, I will talk to everybody. I'm a little bit like a pinball, but I love meeting people. And when you're at these networking events, the first thing that's going to come up is always, what do you do? Right? You can find individuals that you can work with. My suggestion to you is to make sure that you are, offering them some help too, right? Like, in order to receive, you first give, right? So after you give a little bit, you probably get some clients out of it. The third thing is the 3-foot rule, right? The 3-foot rule is just really simple. Anytime I'm within 3 feet of somebody that can benefit from my services, I'm sharing with them what I do in a way that draws them to me and not pushes them away. So in other words, I'm not going up to somebody that maybe has to pay for their own insurance saying, hey, you pay for your own insurance. You know what I do? I sell insurance. I can help you. I can sell you insurance. I can get you a cheaper plan. Whatever the case is, it's again, the conversation is focused on them, and ultimately the natural progression of it'll shift to you, right? Hey, what do you do? Real estate agent. Oh, that's great, man. I work with a ton of realtors. What's the next question? I'll give you a guess.
Well, we're waiting.
Yes, it's great. What do you do? Like, you work with real estate agents? What do you do? Right? You work with chiropractors? What do you do? Thankfully, for us agents in the health space, we work with people from all different walks of life, right? All different occupations. Anybody that's self-employed, typically, our market, somebody that we can help. The fourth thing, obviously my favorite way, it's so underestimated, guys. It's still an untapped market, right? We hear about it all the time. If you're watching this, you're probably already engaging in social media because you found me on YouTube. But social media is that fourth thing, right? Social media is so freaking important. And it's funny because I still, after 6 years in this business, have friends reach out and they say, hey, do you sell car insurance? I'm like, man, I have been posting for 6 years that I do health insurance, and this person thinks I do car insurance. And you know that you got to get that messaging dialed in. Likewise, I'd have people reach out and say, hey, do you still do insurance, or do you do health insurance? And it's, maybe these people aren't on Facebook enough, because I sure post about it a lot, but my point is, you can never post too much, right? You can never spend too much time telling people what you do in a way, again, that draws them to take action, not a in your face, not a direct ask all the time, right? Maybe provide some free value. Maybe update your audience on changes that are happening or rates that are dropping or whatever the case is. The point is, social media is far underutilized, and there's still so many organic strategies, right? The first thing, local agent meetups. Okay, if you want to start a local agent meetup, Joe Campert's the guy to reach out to, right? Joe Campert's got ATX Agent Hangout. I had a chance to go to that one time. Man, it was a blast. There's actually business being transacted there week in and week out, or month in, month out. I think he does it monthly. But if you don't have one in your area, reach out to Joe. He's got the format for it. Social media, Sandra Gebhardt, right? Organic strategy. She's a great person to reach out to if you have questions or you want to further your social media reach just organically, right? You don't have money to invest in paid ads and things. And then the last thing, just as a bonus, I thought I'd share probably one of the more crazy stories that I found a prospect outside of on the phones. For the fifth tip on how to prospect outside of working the phones, maybe go to the bar and get drunk.
Give me one of those famous giant beers I heard so much about.
Then call an Uber. Because your Uber driver, well, first of all, the bartender probably doesn't have coverage, but the second thing is the Uber driver, right? I've ridden in many Ubers, and a lot of times they don't have health insurance, they're unhappy with their health insurance, they are an independent contractor. Sometimes they're doing it as a second job, so they already have coverage through their main gig, but a lot of times they either don't have coverage, aren't happy with their coverage, they're on Medicare, and maybe there's an opportunity there for it if you sell Medicare as well. And that's just 5 of what I know to be many, many ways to prospect off the phone. If you use a different way, or if you know of a way that maybe I didn't mention, throw it in the comments. I'd love to hear from you, and I'll catch you on the next video.
Got my health insurance